Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 7, honey. Girl, cousin, Vincent showed his whole on Wednesday night. But I told you, y'all that was running crazy over Vincent. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, he's so wonderful. I just love him. He's just so wonderful. He's so great. And I'm like, no, he's not, girl. Did you listen to what he said? He kept saying, I just want somebody to accept me for who I am. Any grown man that's running around talking about he want to be accepted for who he is, sweetie, he is not a good man. He is not healthy. He is not ready to be a husband. Sorry. And some of y'all came for me, but I'm glad you was able to see. And most of you, when I did that video about Vincent is not ready to be a good husband to Brianna, be sure to watch that if you haven't seen that. I was very surprised that so many of you agreed with me. And so I thank you for that, okay? But I am going to come back and break the whole Brianna and Vincent situation. But today, I want to read from my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. It is available on Amazon, about red flags. Ladies, we fall in love with our ears. Please be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out if you can. Invite somebody. I am trying to get to 10,000 subscribers in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to push myself to go. Okay. Women, we fall in love with our ears. Men fall in love with their eyes. This is why we got to be cute and pretty. I don't care what you say. Okay, they got to be attracted to us. If they're not attracted to us, they don't find us pretty. Guess what? They don't want to marry us and wife us, okay? So we need to be attracted to them. We fall in love with our ears, what we hear. And we see Brianna and Vincent and the way he talks. Oh, we're a match made in heaven. He's love bombing her and he's telling her everything she wants to hear. And she's not used to getting compliments and he compliments her a lot. And she just thinks, oh, he's so perfect. And you too, girl. Oh, he is just so perfect. Come to find out, girl, Vincent is a little toddler. And ladies, in your dating, you need to be able to hear and spot red flags. Always crying about wanting to be respected is a red flag. Want to be accepted for who you are is a red flag. Let me tell you, husbands ain't got no time to be cuddled up under the bed crying. Husbands protect, provide, profess. You have a family to take care of. You have a family you have to lead. You have a wife you have to be an example for. You have children that you want them to be like you. So you don't have time to be crying and whimpering like a little I don't know what to say. I can hear somebody say, you don't got time for that. But how many of you miss the red flags because he romanticized you and you go based on your feelings, but you're not listening with your ears? So I got it for you, girl. Mr. Red Flags. Oh, I got my big old red pillow over here. I mean, red flag. Red flag, okay? Red flag. How many of us ladies can honestly admit that we have overlooked red flags? Tell the truth. Ladies, red flags are named because red stands out. Hey, baby daddy, where you going? So if you don't know what red flags are, how can you identify them? This is why you need my mentorship program. I have a special on the immersion for this month. Remember, it is vital for you to know what you desire in a husband. Mr. Red Flag has many signs, and all you must do is accept them. You must choose to see them and yield to the warning signs. Accept the red flags. Don't try to change him. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to defend him, twist him, or make excuses for him. Accept Mr. Red Flag for who he is. Remember that you are not his mom and he is not a toddler. And you need to make excuses for him. It is what it is. And therefore, I have stated several times for us not to get emotionally involved with a man that we are still vetting. This is what y'all do. Oh, Vincent. Oh, Vincent. Why? When you see the red flags, you must be able to do what? Walk away. Okay? Walk away instead of trying to fix him and turn those red flags the way you want them. And as women, we have to know ourselves, right? Because we're fixers. We want to fix the house. I remember when we was looking for houses, my husband and the realtor, Felix. Hey, Felix. It's my Spanish puppy. It's my Spanish puppy. They would just stand in the corner and watch me envision. Because in my head, I was putting the furniture down. I said, okay, the couch gonna go here. I was just standing there. You ladies, you know we do that. This gonna go here. This gonna go. Okay, I could see it right. So because we're nurturers and we're mommy and we try to fix the boogies and nurse Dr. Mommy, we try to fix grown men. How many of you know we cannot fix grown men? That was his mother's job and his father. What are the red flags? He can't keep a job. He spends countless hours playing video games but isn't out trying to find a job. He is abusive. And how many of you know abuse comes in verbal, emotional, psychologically? Tantrums. A cheater, extremely aggressive. He throws things when angry, gets violent at times. For women with kids, how does he act towards your children? Are your children comfortable around him? There are several red flags, but you choose to ignore them. Then those will be the things to haunt you for the rest of your life and kick you in your teeth. Don't ignore the red flags, baby. Think about your life. Think about your future. Think about your destiny. Think about your kids. Think about the rest of your life. You know what the problem is with a lot of us? We don't think longevity. We just think about today. You don't think 10 years from now, I need to be married to this man. From the book, The Naked Wife. My husband is a toddler. Vincent is a toddler. But you didn't recognize that, dear, because you're so romantic. Oh, Vincent, he's so wonderful. No, he's not. Page 243 of The Naked Wife, available on Amazon. Picture a toddler having a tantrum. That's my husband. This is not me writing. These are stories of various women, okay? When he doesn't get his way, he throws things, falls out, pushing over couches, chairs, practically crying and talking in a baby voice, folding his hands and pound. Oh, girl, bye. I am so afraid that he will have a tantrum when we are out somewhere that I have stopped going anywhere with him. Yes, he had little habits while we were dating, but we would talk through it. He's a grown man. What are you talking through? Plus, we didn't live together before we got married, and you know the saying, you don't know a person until you live with them. You know what my daddy always said, make sure you see him angry before you marry him. Okay. I am not advocating shacking up, but something needs to be done so we can know how each other live and behave under pressure. You see him angry before you marry him. Okay? That's what my daddy said. It is scary being with a man who behaves like a toddler. You know, you chose him. You chose a toddler as a husband. He refuses to go to counseling and blames me for causing him to act like that. I knew it was over when we argued and he turned into Hulk, flipping the couch over and walked out. I grabbed our son who was cowering in the corner. This is what I'm talking about. Can he be a good father figure for my children? Do I want to have kids with this man? A few days later, listen to this. My real toddler, who was 18 months old, was having a tantrum as he should. He's 2. And flipped over his little table. That was when I realized he was a bad example to our son, and I could not allow that to happen. My husband is spoiled rotten, and I do not need that in my life. I want an adult man as a husband, not a toddler. Ma'am, you got an adult husband because that's what you chose. A husband is a choice. Listen to this one. My husband is a negotiator. My husband is senior negotiator. He negotiated everything from helping around the house, sex, how much he will put towards monthly expenses. No, throw away the whole book, Janice. Throw the book away, girl. Throw it away. Okay. Expenses, helping with the kids, putting gas in the car, everything. After 17 years, I got tired of it. This is what I'm talking about. You get tired of the struggle and trying to deal with all this stuff because that's not God's intention for marriage. Marriage is a happy place. It's a growing place. Marriage is the Garden of Eden. Everything is beautiful 95% of the time. It's happy. Yes, people have struggles and marriages go through, but you're not supposed to struggle your whole marriage, okay? After 17 years, I got tired of it. It was as if I had 4 kids instead of 3. He has always been a negotiator, and at first, it was cute when we were in college. But at 37, I just got tired. Oh, so you ignore the red flags. You thought a grown man acting like a negotiator is cute. Hmm. My breaking point was when I needed to go back to school for about 6 months to get a certificate so that I can move up in my job. I needed him to pick up the kids from school and do homework. I always had dinner prepared, so all he needed to do was warm it up. He told me no because when he wanted to go to his homecoming with his boys, I wouldn't help him buy the ticket and the hotel. My mouth practically hit the floor in disbelief. I couldn't believe it. So let me get this straight, I said to him. First, you don't make enough money to take care of the household expenses. Oh, Lord Jesus. I have been pretty much carrying this family by myself for years for the kids, and you are mad because paying the mortgage is more important than you hanging out with your boys for a weekend? I am trying to go back to school so that I can make more money and you want help with your children. Everything is on me. I haven't been able to make any deposits to the kids' college fund in about a year, and you are refusing to help? I didn't want all of those kids. You did, he said. Right then and there, I broke down. That's what you chose. Stop ignoring the red flags. If you thought Vincent was a good guy and a good man and a good husband, I need you to call me for the mentoring. I give you an hour free. Every woman gets an hour free, even if you just want an hour. Because something is off with your chooser. Your ears are not tuned to the bullcrap. Your ears are not tuned to the red flags. Two big old red flags, and you're not paying attention to the red flag. So if you don't know how to identify red flags, call me now. Because, honey, I don't need you going out there making mistakes and making a mess of your life. All right. I love you. These books are available on Amazon. I love you, girl. Let me know what you think. I love you. Bye.